Robots are everywhere in our world, from self-driving cars to machines. But how are these robots actually made? In this series, we'll discover how they're made and make one ourselves. Let's begin. So, this is everything that you'll need for this series. Now, first off, we have a Arduino Uno. Now, this is going to be the brain of our robot. It's a microcontroller, so we can program it with this chip right here. Using our computer. Now, we USB-C. So, and it costs around £12 to £24. It's open source, so anyone can modify these, and you can use an ESP32 instead, with the added benefit of Wi-Fi or internet, so you can make a web page to control the robot. Now, you also need servo motors. These are the types of motors that are used in robotic arms to program them. There is a big but. There are two types, 180 degrees and 360 degrees. We're going to be using 360 in this series. And now you can get a kit of these for £26, so they're probably the most expensive thing on this list. Next off, we're going to want jumper cables. And also on the screen here, I'm going to put up a breadboard. Now these are used for prototyping. Columns are connected and the rows at the bottom and top are. Now these are perfect for prototyping because we don't have to solder or permanently connect things. Now as for the jumper cables, there's three types. There's male to male, female to female, and there's male to female. You want to get all three because for all applications. For example, here when I'm connecting this device, I want to use female to male, so I can connect that part to the sensor and this other one to the microcontroller. Now you also want an ultrasonic sensor because in this series we're going to be using hand control to actually move our robot. It's going to be later on, and these use sound waves to detect how far or close something is to it. So the output from this is in milliseconds, so we can detect if something is there, such as a hand. Now, before we do that, we want to manually control our robot using a variable resistor or potentiometer. Output from these is between 0 and 1024, so we can, like, for example, do a sweep with our servo motor. Lastly, this is optional, recommended, LEDs and resistors. Now, we're going to want these if you don't know how to program an Arduino for the next episode, because I'm going to teach you how to use the microcontroller to program it, get input and such and such. You also want resistors to not burn your LED. I'll explain all of this in the next episode. If you enjoyed, please do like and subscribe. It helps out. And I'll see you next time.